Well, hello and welcome to Well Health and Chiropractic. I am Dr. Ben. So glad that you're watching our video today. Of course, the purpose of this video is to give you a 5-minute explanation of exactly what it is that we do in this office, how many times you're going to be getting adjusted, and then how much it's going to cost, right? Of course, the big thing, first and foremost, I want you to understand is we are a Christian chiropractic office. We understand that God made our bodies. We are designed in His image to thrive on this planet. Now, some of us forget that. Our bodies, are full of cancers and heart disease and diabetes and arthritis and disc blowing out, back pain, headaches. We forget that our bodies were designed to thrive here. Our souls weren't designed for this planet, but our bodies are supposed to be here. So if something is breaking down, then that means something is wrong. And we're here to address those things. Now, the first thing that I hear about chiropractic is somebody says, I don't believe in chiropractic. Well, understand, listen, chiropractic is not a belief system. Chiropractic is simply a tool. It's a tool to move a vertebra and unpinch a nerve. That's it, right? It's no more simple or more complicated than that. It's a tool to move a vertebra and unpinch a nerve. The way that God designed our bodies is the brain stem and spinal cord controls every single organ, cell, tissue in our bodies, right? For example, for our heart to beat one time, the message goes from the brain, down the spinal cord, out the nerve to the heart, right? So if I cut the nerve of the heart, what happens to you? Right? You die, obviously, right? But what if you don't believe that? It doesn't matter. It turns out you're dead and you're wrong, right? Because it's not a belief, right? So what if we pinch the nerve to the heart? What happens? Well, the heart works incorrectly. Does it develop healthy cells or disease cells? Disease cells does it function normally or abnormally? Abnormally. So an abnormally functioning heart that's developing disease cells, is that good or bad? Obviously that's bad, right? As a matter of fact, what's going to happen is your blood pressure is going to do what? Go up. Your plaque and cholesterol does what? Goes up. Eventually the blood gets thick. The doctor puts in a blood thinner, right? We're on all these medications, but as long as that nerve is being pinched going to that heart, what's happening to that heart, right? It's shutting down and dying, whether we believe it or not. So chiropractic is simply a tool to move the vertebra to unpinch the nerves, right? Because what happens is these nerves in the base part of the neck, they get pinched, whiplash, driving in cars, watching TV, playing on computers. These are the nerves that go to the heart, right? Well, our nerves get pinched when our bodies get contorted in weird positions. We get in accidents, we play, soccer, you're 12 years old, you wreck your bike. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do to move the vertebra. The difference is, what are you going to do when the vertebra gets out of position? What are you going to do to fix it, right? And that's what we do. Now, the thing with our office that's very, very unique is we are what's called a corrective chiropractic office. What I do didn't really exist 8 years ago. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process of patenting our corrective techniques because we're really, really focused on making sure that when we move the vertebra, it stays. And that's a very important differentiating factor because we understand that when we move the vertebra, if it's been out of position for 5, 10, or 15 years, if I move it, right, in one day, within, 2 or 3 days, what's going to happen, right? That vertebra it's going to shift out of position and re-pinch the nerve, right? And it's going to cause the problem, blood pressure, it's going to cause your discs to go out, pain, you name it, right? So in our office, we're focused on working on the muscles, ligaments, and tendons as well as the vertebra so that when we move it, it stays. So that really poses the biggest question. People ask, well, how many times do I need to be adjusted? Unfortunately, we get brainwashed or incorrectly educated to think that being adjusted 1 or 2 times is going to fix the problem. It's not. Now, it might relieve some of your pain, there's no question about that, but it's not going to permanently move the vertebra, right? It just doesn't work that way. I wish it did. If it did, my job would be way easier, but it's not, right? Because we have to work on the plasticity of the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons. As a matter of fact, when you get in a whiplash, you will tear the ligaments in your neck. And it's very important, these ligaments are what hold the stability of your vertebra, right? So in order to get those ligaments, the bones to move, the muscles to strengthen, and the ligaments to tack back down, it takes time. And it's very, very similar to when, you go to the gym and you get big muscles, right? You can't go to the gym 1 time a year and get big muscles. Ain't going to happen, right? You need to go 3 times a week. You need to pump up your muscles. Sometimes it's going to hurt in the beginning. That's all part of it. And that's exactly how chiropractic works. We are training your vertebra back in the right position. So there's 2 really main differentiating things that we do in our office. Number 1 is we are highly trained chiropractors. We are highly trained. We focus on correction. As a matter of fact, my staff, chiropractor staff, even front desk girls, know more about chiropractic than most chiropractors know about chiropractic, right? We are really good at what we do, right? We focus literally daily on making sure that not only we are correcting the spine, we're correcting it very well. We work on our techniques. We work on our education. So that way as we're educating you on what chiropractic is and how it works, we work on that in this office. You know, we're not just guessing here because we've got years and years and years of research and x-rays that tell us what we're doing is working, right? The second thing that really differentiates us is the full therapies around the adjustment, right? So what we do is there's a system in our office that we work on the muscles, ligaments, and tendons, that system that's going to allow that correction to actually hold and take place. Now, people want to know, like, how many times do I need to be adjusted? How much is it going to cost? Well, first and foremost, an adjustment, I need to educate you on this. An adjustment only moves the vertebra a width of a piece of paper, right? I hate to break it to you. Some people think, oh man, you know, I thought it moved like an inch or a quarter of an inch. It doesn't work that way, right? Out and in, as far as chiropractic, is not true. It moves the width of a piece of paper. And I can tell you that, I mean, I could adjust you, I could shoot an x-ray, adjust you, shoot another x-ray, it looks about the same, right? Here's the thing, 1 or 2 pieces of paper, not a big deal. It's not really changing your life. When you have 30 or 40 sheets of paper, right, that's a stack, right? That's actually moving a vertebra and making a difference. It's less important how far we're moving the bone. It's more important of keeping it from moving back, right? That's the philosophy. So sometimes our treatment plans are really 3 to 6 months. Sometimes they're as long as 9-month-long care plans. Some people get a little frustrated with that. I wish we could do it faster. Guess what? Me too. It just doesn't work that way. If your vertebra has been out of position for 10 years, it just takes a while to get back in. That's unfortunately the nitty-gritty of it. So what we do is we focus on moving that vertebra as good as we possibly can and getting it to stay. If you have a torn ligament, I'm going to recommend 9 months worth of care, period. Right? If your ligament's not torn but the bone's in the wrong position, usually it's 3 to 6 months. So just so you know, when we recommend that, we're not guessing our recommendations. We're really basing that off of science and years of experience. One of the other big differentiating things in our office that you're going to see is that we are a cash-based chiropractic system. People always wonder, what is my insurance going to do? Now I'm going to tell you, insurance as we know it is going to be gone in about 5 years anyways, and everybody will be paying cash. We're just way ahead of the curve. The problem with insurance-based chiropractic is the average insurance-based chiropractic adjustment is $140, right? So if you need to be adjusted 2 or 3 or 4 times, it gets real expensive real quick. People say, well, my insurance is going to pay for it. Well, not really. You got co-pays, you got deductibles, you know, and the reason those insurance fees are so big is because the doctor has to bill that much because they send it out to the insurance company. The insurance cuts it in half. They send it back to them. They've got to have all that staff to file it to the insurance. They have to wait all that time. They may or may not collect payment from you, the patient, once they get it back, and they have to write all that money off. And in our office, we make it real simple. Listen, I can adjust you 60 times affordably if I actually just go around your insurance company, right? I charge bare minimum for the best possible adjustment so that way that you can be adjusted. That way I can do what's called a spouse discount and a kid discount. You can't do that with insurance, by the way. I can do that because we're a cash-based system. Now, we do have programs that deal with all insurance companies because if you have out-of-network benefits, we can try to go around your insurance company and get you paid directly. We will definitely work on that for you. However, one of the big things is that our fee is our fee, right? So the big thing is, our biggest care plan in our office, our 9-month, our granddaddy, if you got torn ligaments and you need 64 adjustments, it's $299 a month, which seems sort of expensive. However, 2 regular chiropractic adjustments, right? In a normal chiropractic office doing insurance, $240 adjustments is roughly what we charge for a month worth of care, right? So I really want you to understand that we really do have your pocketbook in mind. Our mission is really simple. We understand that if what we're doing is true, if unpinching a nerve can truly help you heal from heart disease, then we need to get more people adjusted, right? We need to spend less money focusing on money and more energy focused on getting you, your friends, your family, your kiddos in here. It reminds me of a story of our great patient just started. I'm going to disguise her name right now. We're going to call her June, right? But June came in. She's 31 years old. She's probably about 80 pounds overweight. She's very, very depressed. She says, Dr. Ben, I don't understand. I've had all these thyroid tests. My thyroid doesn't work. My colon, I've had so many colon issues. I can't feel my bladder. She literally has to go and sit about 4 or 5 times on the toilet every single day because she can't feel her bladder. She has no sensation when she has to go. So she has to proactively sit just to make sure she doesn't pee her pants every day. As we were explaining to her about chiropractic, she says, my thyroid doesn't work. She said, I've had every test under the sun that says it's fine, but it's not working. She says, I have literally gained, she says, I gained 3 to 5 pounds more every single week than the week I did before for the last 6 months. She says, I've gained 80 pounds in 6 months. If it weren't for the fact that I'm starving myself and running and exercising hardcore 6 days a week, she said, I'd weigh 400 pounds. She says, I don't understand. I'm at my wit's end. I don't even know what to do. I'm crying out for help. So we shot her x-rays. Sure enough, spine's in the wrong position. Nerves are being crushed, torn ligaments, nerves being pinched going to the colon. I said, listen, here's the deal, June. We're gonna be able to change your life. So that was on Wednesday we shot her x-rays. Friday, I went over them with her and got her adjusted her first time. I talked to her on the next Monday morning. So literally, I adjusted her Friday. The next Monday morning, I asked her, so what's going on, June? She started crying. She says, Dr. Ben, she says, you don't understand. This weekend, she says, I've gained, I always gain weight. She said, I just weighed myself this morning. Same scale, same situation. She said, I lost 12 pounds this weekend. Just fell off. 12 pounds because we're getting her nerves unpinched from one adjustment. I mean, it's amazing. It's so funny because Wednesday, that was Monday. Wednesday, she comes in. She tells Dr. Andy, who's adjusting her, she starts crying. Dr. Andy, she says, Dr. Andy, she says, I've regained all feeling to my bladder back again. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, God is good. You can't make this stuff up. If the bone's shifted, the nerve is crushed, the organ doesn't work. Our one job is to move the vertebra to unpinch the nerve. And it's not to just kind of move the vertebra. The job is to move that vertebra completely and get it to stay, because that's how we get lives changed. That's how we get people off blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication, you name it. That's what we get to see in here, because God designed your body to thrive here on this planet. Chiropractic is not the only thing. It's not the fix-all. We understand that nutrition, detox, exercise, decreasing our stress are also very important things, but chiropractic can be a huge player, just like with June. So anyway, so that is chiropractic in 5 to 10 minutes. So glad that you're listening to this. We are looking forward to you coming into the office. Hopefully you come on in. We will find a care plan for you. We have the ability to split up payments if we need to. We will do anything that we can to take care of, because we understand how valuable it is to get you in here. Also ask us about our spouse discounts, our kids discount. We have a family plan in here as well. For a full family, it caps out at a certain price, so we'll take care of you. Anyways, I'm Dr. Ben. So glad. I look forward to seeing you here soon.